Hey everybody, welcome to Dave TV. It's the it's the 11th. Yeah, we're on the air. Oh man, look at this. Today's Washington Post style section. Well, there was what did they do? Like yesterday's style section did a big article on a piece of furniture on this stupid coffee table thingy. Big article. Like who cares? Today's article: bad holiday sweaters. Man, oy vey. It's another big picture of bad sweaters. It isn't just an ugly sweater anymore. It's a seasonal statement. I'll tell you something. Post does this thing called the Express. They really need to merge the Post, the stuffy gray Washington Post, and take this kind of sprightly little skinny little free tabloid and merge them together. And there's a good paper there somewhere mixed, with maybe some of the kind of quirkiness of this little funny paper. I mean, they do actually, it certainly is more readable style-wise than the Post is. They just merge this sucker with the dry old Washington Post, put them together, put them in the microwave, mix them up, stir them up, and out will come a fixed paper. I don't know, man. So the smartass emails me today. He goes, with the DCRTV Best and Worst now open, let's take a few minutes to review DCRTV Dave's predictions for last year. Okay, for 20. These are my predictions for 2014, and basically he says I got everything wrong. Stuff I said. I said WPFW would be sold to American University. I sold that WJFK, or sold that WJFK would get moved over to 94.7, and then WNEW would be on 106.7. I was told how WNEW would finally start to catch up to WTOP in the ratings, and I thought, all this stuff. Don Geronimo would stay at WJFK and not leave, and da 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 da. I had a lot of things, and I have to say, he says after 23 predictions, I got 2 correct, 1 partially correct, and 20 wrong. Okay, well, tongue in cheek. What I did there was it's a prediction list, yes, but at the same time it was kind of like a quirky wish list, like of what I think should happen. So I don't want to when I'm reading what I wrote, I'm going, well, I knew that would never happen. I knew that would never happen. I knew that would never happen. But it was stuff like, this is stuff that needs to happen. Okay, so let's look at one of these things. Jack Diamond to mornings at Wash. Okay, so that didn't happen. And I don't know if I thought that would really happen, but and ended up Jack Diamond going to Chicago to work for a oldie station or a classic hit station. I think that probably would have been a good move for Jack Diamond and for Wash for him to go there, but it probably would have been an even better move for Jack Diamond to go back to WRQX because their ratings have gone down the tubes. What else did I say? I said WNEW. I said would add 106.7 to their 99.1 signals. Okay, moving JFK over to 94.7, which is a better signal for them. And that would improve both stations. And it would give WNEW the impetus to catch up to WTOP in the ratings. That's kind of, okay, what my prediction was. If that happens, that would happen. It didn't happen. So it was more like a wish list. It was like, hey, this is how you can fix things. And I still think that. And then I still think that, I said merging Fresh with PGC to make one really, really strong music station, take both elements of both formats. And I still think that's a good idea. I still think CBS ought to do all that. Now, when I wrote this, did I really think that would happen? Probably not. But again, I was writing it tongue in cheek, and, it was kind of like a wish list of what happens. I said WBAL radio in Baltimore needs to get on FM. And I said my prediction was they will, but they didn't. I said that the Washington Post would make significant designs to their print edition. I said that, maybe making a tabloid for a good chunk of it, like I was just saying. They didn't do that, and I look at their subscription numbers. Print, I don't know, they don't release the print subscription numbers anymore because they're so embarrassingly bad. House cleaning at Channel 7, Gordon Peterson, Maureen Bunny, and Doug Hill to exit. Well, Gordon Peterson's gone, or leaving. So that was pretty, that was kind of right. But I really do think that the old guard over there at Channel 7 is probably going to be out pretty soon. WRQX to adopt a Spanish-English hybrid format. Again, it didn't happen, but I'm sure it won't happen because I don't think the folks at Cumulus are that smart. But it should. It would be great for the ratings. I said WMAL, Michael Savage to be a disaster in afternoons, Larry and Brian out in mornings. Well, Michael Savage is a disaster. His ratings suck. The show's horrible. They even know that at MAL, but they can't get rid of him. Larry and Brian out in mornings. I mean, out. I said Larry and Brian out in mornings. I meant they're coming out of the closet. I didn't mean they'd be off the air. I meant they're going to come out as a couple. They're coming out. That's what I meant by that. That's what I meant by that. News Channel 8 to be relaunched as a writing news channel featuring content input from the West. Now, that could still happen. I think it's a that merger or the takeover there for Sinclair over all Britain stations that took forever and didn't get approved till the middle of the summer and didn't happen till the fall. So I think that still could probably happen. Don Geronimo to remain on JFK in evenings and weekends, working from California. CBS Radio move the fan from 106.7 to 94.7. I think that's a good idea. I think it would probably have been a good idea for JFK to keep Don Geronimo on. I don't know, I really do, but again, it's what I think would have been a good idea. Paul Farhi quits the Washington Post to do dinner theater. I think that would be a wonderful thing to happen, but did I really think that was really going to happen? Of course not. Okay, I did get one right. Kai Jackson returns to Baltimore as news anchor for WBFF following expiration of his WJZ non-compete. Well, there, bang. So Sinclair, it's funny. Sinclair's taking my advice. Of all these things I said here, Sinclair's the only one that said, that's a good idea. What Dave wrote, we'll do it. Donnie Simpson to return to DC Radio. Well, did I really think that's going to happen? Probably not, but it would have certainly been a cool thing, wouldn't it? And I think it would have been a ratings winner for whatever station took him. I think Donnie Simpson and HUR are a perfect match, I think he fit the bill right away there. What else did I predict? DC 101's Elliot in the morning to remain in DC. Okay, there was talk, he's going to move to New York, but that didn't happen. Okay, there was another one I got right. Dan Snyder to sell WTEM to get out of radio. Well, it didn't happen. I'm sure he would like to do that if he could get a return on his investment. Those radio stations are worth squaddly nothing these days. So, Salem to buy WTEM, move Ready Talk from 1260 to 105.1 WABA. That didn't happen. Well, that should have happened. Again, I think, then WNEW's ratings would catch up to TOP and then they'd get rid of Oxley. Well, of course, WNEW didn't use 106.7. They didn't get a better signal, so none of that happened. Okay, so that's my predictions for the year. And most of them were wrong, right? But again, most of it, I should have said wish list predictions. This is what I think should happen. And most of what I think should happen, most of my wish list stuff didn't happen. So, nobody took my advice, and so what is it? We have WNEW still down there in 20-something place. BAL struggling because they're not on FM. RQX is struggling because they didn't bring Jack back, or they didn't go to the Spanish-English format like I told them to do. So yeah, the Washington Post print is probably sagging, and who knows what their subscription. No, they don't release it anymore. Don't tell us because it's so embarrassingly bad. So there, I don't know. What do you say? As I said, if people had taken my advice in that wish list, what I predicted would have happened. But So when I do predictions, it's tongue in cheek. Being funny and being entertaining. Do I really think Paul Farhi would be doing the Lazy Susan dinner thing? Well, Maybe I did. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, what's the big news? Nah, it's kind of slow right now. Latest radio ratings came out. TOP again at the top. WAMU second, HUR third, WASH fourth. Again, these numbers are for mid-November. So I presume by the next numbers that start to come out, once we start to get into that Thanksgiving area period, we'll start seeing WASH shooting up to number one, as usually does because it's playing Christmas tunes. So anyway, we do. Oh, good news for Steve Swenson, though, in these ratings. They do. CBS, one of CBS's FMers is in the top 10. Congratulations, Steve. Fresh 94.7 is 10th place. Congratulations. You got one. You got one in the top 10. Congratulations to you. Yeah. PGC 14th, Elzol 15th, JFK 19th, NEW 21st. But you got one in the top 10. Yay! Way to go, CBS. All right, folks. Thanks for watching my Dave TV for the 11th of December. Did I say November? I don't know. I probably said the 11th of December 2014. Don't forget to help support the site, and don't forget to also send us your best worst your best worst thingy dingies. Clump them all together, put all your best together, put all your worst together, send it off to us, keep them tasteful, and we'll print them. All right. Thanks for watching Dave TV. Book 'em, Dano.